So this is a list of the major emerging infectious diseases. So you can see here the year to your left. Sorry, I have trouble between right and left. So this is the year where they have been identified, and this is the agent and the disease they are causing. Here, for example, we have also in 2002 SARS, and we will see a little about SARS also very quickly. Other more recent emerging infections, we see here 1997. This is up to 2003, but it's not an exhaustive list. So let's see very quickly about, for instance, West Nile virus, identified in 1999. West Nile virus is caused by a virus that is transmitted to humans by infected mosquitoes. And it can cause a febrile illness, so you will have fever. It may cause encephalitis or inflammation of your brain, or meningitis, which is inflammation of the linings of the brain and the spinal cord. So it's pretty serious. It was first isolated in Uganda in 1937, and from then on, it caused infrequent outbreaks from 1950s throughout the 1980s in these countries: Israel, Egypt, India, France, and South Africa. But starting from the mid-1990s, the frequency and the severity and the geographic range of West Nile virus has increased. Today, it is most commonly found in Africa, West Asia, Europe, and the Middle East. If we see this figure taken from a paper also published in this journal, Biomed Research International, I don't know if you can actually read from the handout. Sorry, it's maybe the font is too small, so I'll read a little bit about the text here. You see three colors in this figure. The red color shows you human positive cases of West Nile virus, okay? So these would be the red ones. The blue ones, the blue area is for mosquitoes. Mosquitoes positive to West Nile virus. Obviously the gray one is where there is no information. So now you can see how it is really spread throughout the world. For Japan, South Korea, Finland, and Sweden, actually it says positivity for West Nile virus have been detected only in birds. If we see, this is data from CDC in the United States. This is the number of cases of West Nile virus reported to CDC by year from 1999 to the year 2014. So the number of cases have been increasing. In 1999, they reported 62 cases, and by the year 2014, we now have more than 2,000 cases. The first case in Japan was confirmed in October 2005. And it was a male patient in his 30s, and he was returning from the US. This is another example. This is SARS. You may all have heard about SARS in the news. SARS stands for Severe Acute Respiratory Syndrome. And this is data from the outbreak that we had in the year between 2002 and 2003. SARS is a viral respiratory illness, and it's caused by a coronavirus called the SARS-associated coronavirus. In general, the disease will begin with high fever, and it may have other symptoms like headache, feelings of discomfort or body aches. And after 2 to 7 days, the patient may develop cough, okay? And most patients will develop pneumonia. So SARS was first reported in Asia in the year 2003. It was first reported in the year 2003. And over the next few months, the illness spread to more than a dozen countries in North America, in South America, in Europe, in Asia, before the epidemic was contained, okay? And scientists believe that the virus emerged in China, in Guangdong province, that it infected people who handle or who inhale the virus droplets from a mammal, called a civet or civet. It's a cat-like mammal. By the year 2004, the disease had already spread in humans, and scientists are not sure whether it will return. This is a global figure of the virus and deaths reported up to 2003. This is for the outbreak. The darker color shows you infections and deaths. A little lighter one is 4 or more infections, and the light one is places with less than 5 infections. So SARS seems to spread by close person-to-person contact, and it's thought to be transmitted most easily through respiratory droplets. This is produced when an infected person coughs or sneezes. So the virus can spread when a person touches a surface or object contaminated with infectious droplets and then touches his mouth, his nose, or his eyes. Okay, so prior to the SARS outbreak, emerging infectious diseases were thought to take maybe weeks or months to spread globally. But the SARS outbreak showed how efficiently a virus could spread through international travel. And by mid-2003, SARS virus had already spread to 29 different countries.